some fucked up shit going on with my computer and I'm supposed to return it. It's just, I didn't know it was gonna rain today and all of a sudden it started raining really heavily and I'm like, ugh. So basically, the police just decided to say I'm not a citizen anymore because I didn't like David and I actually deported him since I'm supposed to deport him. Right? Because he had an expired refugee status, which I was aware of. So I deported him the minute I could, where it's not going to affect my safety. Turns out they were involved, and they said that what if you felt that way? Like, do you know how he feels right now? And I'm like, why would I care about how he feels if he owes me money? And he forced me to let him stay in my house. I didn't have any choice in the matter. And you, the Canadian government, were the ones who let him in here, even though he wasn't qualified for refugee status to begin with. I don't know how he was granted that status, but if you're doing it for someone else's favor, that's called bribing someone. So that's illegal. So I don't understand why would I internalize that? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're trying to convince me that's how David felt. This is how people get treated when they're refugees. And I'm like, that's number one, that's a lie. And number two, even if that was true, I'm not like him because I'm not the one with the refugee status here. I'm not the legal citizen here. And the fact is, he was a refugee because he was a violent criminal. That's why he had to go outside the country and try to find work as a violent criminal who's willing to put up with him. And the only thing that is preventing him from doing anything was the fact that he doesn't actually have any legal protection. Right? And it doesn't make sense to me why the police in Canada decided to treat me as if my legal citizenship was illegal, or I don't have a citizenship anymore because we decided you don't. And I'm like, yeah, that's not really how that works, unfortunately. And yeah, that's why they have schizophrenia. Like, well, I don't know if it's schizophrenia, it's psychosis. They're actively hallucinating and they have very delusional and deranged beliefs, such as the one I just stated. And they think it's somehow my fault that they got put in that situation because they did that intentionally. Like, they think it has to be somebody else's fault, not their fault, because they have PTSD. That's basically what PTSD is. But yeah, I was just really I was really annoyed. You have no idea how annoyed I was. They thought that like all these people who were raping me and forcing me to be near them, right, who were extorting and coercing me and raping me and assaulting me verbally and sometimes physically, they were doing that. They thought that I consider those people my ex-boyfriends when I don't. Like, I call them my exes because that's what they like to call themselves, and I'm like, yeah, you're definitely my ex, but I'm being like, clearly I'm lying. I'm like, yeah, I know what you're saying about me. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, I know what the pox, like the smallpox or chickenpox. I think they're diseases, okay? I think the police are diseases to society. Anyway, I know what they were saying, thinking that like, oh yeah, that is your ex-boyfriend because we told you that. And I'm like, oh my god. It's like, they smell like a badly maintained public washroom. Like, the gas station washroom at the Esso gas station nearby from here, that's what they remind me of. It's just, nothing really works properly, it's really dingy and gross, and there's like crawling with fucking diseases. And you don't even know if it's safe, and you can call somebody about it if it ever is safe, and once in a while it's just, you can't even use it because it's clogged up or somebody fucked it up or something. It's literally the police department. I'm like, oh my god. I would rather not use them. I guess if you're literally on the street and you have no one else to rely on, or like if it's such a severe thing where it's going to involve other government workers, then yeah, you should contact the police. But if it's not, then you don't have to. If you can sort it between yourselves, do so. If you cannot, then yes, just call the police. Unless they're the ones instigating crimes, then you call the police and the police, I guess. That's what I've been doing, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck else to do. They think they're gonna live off me. If the cops think when all the case is over and all everything's closed and I don't have to worry about all that, I got all my stuff back and blah 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 blah, I'm gonna forgive the police department and I'm gonna give them another chance. Like, it's not gonna change anything. Anyway, that's what that was. Yeah, they thought that those were my ex-boyfriends. Somebody was trying to convict me for common law offense. Someone was trying to say that they're trying to charge me for credit card fraud, which is impossible because I didn't commit credit card fraud. Yeah, they were trying to convict me on false charges, saying that like I lied and made a false report when none of my reports were false. Actually, an old school teacher of mine got convicted. I don't know of what. Of a serious offense. But yeah, I don't know what is that she got convicted for. I know she's a Jew and she's been involved with other Jewish people to ruin me because I don't want to marry a Jewish guy. Yeah. I don't care. I don't like Jewish people, nor am I gonna marry one. And their response was because of that. I'm like, I never plan on marrying a Jewish person, and I don't expect myself to marry one. Not because they're Jewish or white, but because I don't understand how I'm gonna communicate with somebody whose first language is different from mine. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, like this guy doesn't even speak the same language as me. How are we supposed to like communicate to each other? Like, even if I talk to them in English is like technically my third language, right? So like, there's such a huge gap between like the languages that I can be spoken, that it's just like I have to translate it all through and I go back. I'm just like, fuck you. It's a communication error, okay? It's like, it's better to marry somebody whose first language is the same as yours. It's probably where a lot of people find friends already for themselves. Look, my first language is Korean, and that's the stuff that I understand, and I only like Korean food. The other food tastes like crap and garbage to me, and dog food. But, like, literally, I could eat, like, the same thing in Korean every day, and I'd still rather do that than eat, like, different foods, take out every day from wherever restaurant is in America.